Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Lego Ideas, the Insect Collection set. This is set number 21342. It has 1,111 pieces, and I paid $80 for this set, or this set retails for $80. I used some insider's points to get a little bit of a discount, but it's a retail for $80, and that's kind of where I'll be judging that. And I was really interested in this one when I first saw the ideas submission. I really liked what the changes they made. I know some I've seen and heard some maybe complaints about not including the ladybug and the bee. As far as I know, they are included. They're just not as big as the other ones. And I do quite like the bases here. I'm a big fan of the botanical collection rather, and this one feels somewhat similar to that in some ways, but I just thought it looked really cool and kind of matches those botanicals there. So I'm excited to take a look at it. So in this video, I'm going to open this up, I'm going to put this together, and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. So while I build, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So until then, enjoy. Okay, so while we look at the build process for this Lego Ideas Insect Collection set, I wanted to take some time to say thank you. Thank you to everybody who watches. Thank you to anybody who likes, who leaves comments, who subscribes to my channel. All that stuff really helps me a lot, and I just really appreciate it. This channel's grown more than I thought it would, and now we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm just very grateful that I get to share this hobby with anybody out there. So thank you very much. And with all that said, then I wanted to remind anybody that hasn't already that if you like this video, maybe click that thumbs up and give it a like. And if you like my other videos, maybe consider subscribing to my channel. I have tons of other Lego stuff coming up in the future, big sets, small sets, all different kinds of stuff. So if you're interested in my takes on any Lego sets, maybe subscribe and stick around. It's very appreciated. If you have any sets or ideas for different videos that you want me to look at, different sets you want me to look at, I'll try to hunt them down if they're not available and whatever else. So leave that in the comments below. I love reading comments, and just a very sincere thank you. So I appreciate that. And with all that said, we can go back to the rest of the build process for this Lego Ideas Insect Collection set. And then on to my review for this set. Okay, so here is the Lego Ideas insect collection. This is terrific. I love these type of sets. I think this one is really well done. I think the changes that Lego made from the fan submitted design to this one are fine, maybe even good. So I love to see that. And this is just really, really exciting. So lots of stuff to look at here. It's going to be hard kind of to look at some of these, but we'll just get into it, and I'll kind of go in order and do this sort of as you build them. So there's three kind of distinct insect builds here with display stands, and each one comes with their own instruction booklet. So this would be a terrific set to build with a partner or a team or a family, which I think is really, really great. So the first one that you build is a blue morpho butterfly here. And so essentially how all of these start is you start building the base. So they all have this black base, kind of like a diorama base or something. It sits nicely. It's like hexagonal. It's all tiled out, or octagonal. Is this 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 sides. And they all have different kind of foliage and plant and botanical stuff. And then they have kind of a display-like structure for the insect. So you build that all out first. So I'm actually going to pop off the butterfly here so we can look at this a bit differently. And let me make sure I get all the pieces off. Do it something like that. Make sure I did this right. And we go like this. So you can lay the butterfly out flat there. So you make this 8-sided octagon here for the base. Do a little bit of like brown and green there. You start building out what's going to be the kind of plant life or branch or structure that's going to hold it. Looks very organic. I like the use of colors. I like the little flower bits here. I think that's all really good. It does have this wonderful kind of botanical, tropical looking flower over here, which is a really smart build. Some really nice piece usages in there. I love the colors of the different like barb elements in here and the different like clips that are used, as well as different stuff. You can see one of the insects that was like left out or changed from the fan design was the bumblebee or the bee. So we have that here. It's a much smaller build. It's not nearly the same size as some of these other ones, but I think it's really good. I love this wing piece. I love the printed kind of bee stripes on there, which is really good. I like the use of that clear curved element that's somewhat new there to get the bee kind of hovering and maybe going into some nectar there, which I think is really nice. As far as the base goes, like I say, it looks really organic. It has a nice angle here that uses some modified like studs with the bar coming off of it. A little bit of Technic stuff in the core, and this fits on there, so it sits at kind of a nice angle like that. And then we have a couple modified plates with the bar there, which is where the butterfly connects. So then we can take a look at the blue morpho butterfly. So very narrow body, very slender body, not too many pieces used there. Pretty nice, pretty economical. But look at these wings. I love the color blocking here. I love the piece usage. The kind of overlapping stuff here was really interesting to build, using some different hinges and different shaped plates, including some of these heart plates here, which I think were used to really good effect, which is nice. These bits around the edge with the little dots, those are all printed for some extra markings towards the end of the wing, which I think is really nice. I love how all this came together. It feels very, very good, very true to how they look. And like I say, I really like how these kind of overlap a little bit there to really get the shape down. These wings are clipped on there, so they can be positioned at various degrees of openness, which is really nice. And I just think the colors are wonderful. I think like using the different plates, like the heart plates with different angled plates and all different sloped plates, and then using different kinds of tiles like the triangle tiles and the nexonites and plates and curved tiles and all different stuff really makes this feel great. And I love the pattern that was made here, so that's really awesome. And when you put this on, there's one of these kind of plates with the holes through it, like a 1x3 there, and that can be put onto those modified plates with the bars. So this goes on like that, and the butterfly can be displayed on this bit of foliage here. And again, the wings can kind of be positioned to make it look how you might want it to look. And this just looks incredible. I think this looks fantastic. And this started off the build. This was the first one that I built as per the instructions. That's the order that they are to go in. And I was really blown away with this. I love the botanical collection. I also love sometimes Lego birds. I really want to get the other kind of older retired Lego birds set. There's a new Kingfisher set that is coming out next year, apparently. That looks really interesting to me. And I would love more stuff like this, more botanical stuff, but botanical adjacent stuff, display oriented stuff, adult oriented stuff with excellent colors, specialized pieces, and tons of really cool display ability like the botanicals. I think this is a set that people who aren't like Lego super fans could really enjoy and could like to display. I think, I build Lego City, Lego Ninjago, Lego Technic, Lego Star Wars, Lego this, Lego that, Lego the other thing. But this feels like it can transcend the typical Lego audience or the Lego audience that I consider myself a part of. So this was really great. I love how it came together. It sits at a really nice angle. It doesn't feel too unstable or anything like that. So it's easy enough to handle this, but once it's sat down, it just looks terrific. I think the bee is really good, and I think the butterfly is exceptional. I also love the plants. So this started it off really nicely. I'll move that aside for now. And then the next one you build, let me grab that, is right here. And this is the Hercules Beetle. So this was one of the original submissions here, and this is pretty amazing. So again, I'm gonna just take off the beetle for now. Set that aside over here. We can look at the base. So the base is again the same shape. It's an octagon with some similar colors in there for different foliage and for the ground. This one has kind of an interesting looking thing because in my mind this shape for this kind of branch or tree is very similar to the shape of the beetle, which is kind of interesting, but it looks like it's like, part of a tree limb or something that they might be crawling on. Has a little bit of fungus off of here, which is built really nice, which looks like little mushrooms there. I really like the color of those. Simple build. Not as much foliage as the other one, but that's okay. And this is really all just to display the Hercules beetle. So I will reattach it. There's a couple spots down here that can go right on these little, there's kind of 4 studs right there. And they have like a Technic bit with a bar element through there, so there's a little bit of give there. I think it's really nice. The angle that this is at from the base is really good, but I'll just attach this to those 4 studs there, and you can kind of see that from the side potentially. Maybe the wing will be in the way. So let me get this on there. So I'll attach it like that. And then I will do a little bit of work to get the legs kind of positioned in a way that I like. And then we can take a kind of more in-depth look at this beetle all together. And maybe I could look at the beetle again while it's not on the stand. But anyway, that's how easy it is to put it back on. If I pop it off again, we got the amazing Hercules beetle here. So we have a very huge kind of horn here, which is excellent. That is a hallmark thing for that. We do have kind of a little like pincer with the horn for the lower level, which these can move a little bit. Those are hinged, which is great. We get some eyes here, some other little spikes and different stuff, including a nice use of these clip pieces. I love these pieces under here, these kind of teeth pieces, really good curves around the side. The shaping of this all looks really nice. There's 6 legs, which is good for a insect like this. The legs have a ton of posability, so the front ones can kind of go back and forth like that. They have different places where they're hinged, and then at the end with these bucket handles can be positioned as well. Middle legs can go back and forth and splay out. Same with the hind legs. The legs are all built pretty similar, but they have a good range of motion, and I like that they can get into a lot of positions there, which is great. We can see we do have the wings here, and the wings are deployed right now, so the wings are out, and those can be moved a little bit, but not a ton. I love the use of the translucent on the wings here. That's really great. These are some nice pieces to get in different translucent colors, which is excellent. And then there's, if we look at the back, we can see the underside of the shell, which is where the wings would hide. Now, there's not a way for these wings to actually fold back and go underneath the shell. That wouldn't be possible, but they did give you an option. So it's easy enough to take the wings off, and that one actually came off maybe a little more than I needed to. So when the wings are off, though, the kind of shell, kind of back, I don't know what to call this, but the back body of the beetle can be closed up, and it can be kind of look like a, you know, this is how it's intended to be, and then you could position it differently. And these can kind of be lifted up. They can kind of be spread out a little bit there just because of how that's built, which is really nice. And then the wings just are on these like studs with the bar coming off of it, and they can stud on there. And then the angle at which they come off of the off of here can be adjusted a little bit because it's like a swivel point right there. They can be turned a little bit like this, so you can really get this into a position to make it look organic, make it look alive, make it look really cool. So I love to see that. And then once again, I'll put it back onto its base, and I'll kind of get these legs in and mouth and horns and everything in a way that I like to kind of make it seem like it's crawling on here in a conceivable way, which I think is important. And we have another wonderful display of a very different kind of bug, a huge beetle. We got the options with the wings, really cool translucent parts. The color choices are all really nice. This build was really interesting, really fun. Good parts usages. I love these slopes. I love the eyes. I love the different horns and all the different stuff that was used to create this. Really smart use of this like finger or claw type piece for the lower horn or lower like jaw mandible thing. I think that's very, very smart and just is the perfect piece for this. So I really, really like that. And this is terrific. It's bulky, it's big, but it's really, really great. And then the last one we will take a look at is the Chinese mantis, or a praying mantis here. So this is also incredible. I really like these bugs. They're very interesting. And this one is one where the other kind of bug or insect that was included on the original design is included here in a smaller way. So like the bee, we have a couple little ladybug prints here, which I've seen these ladybug prints in like the spring fun VIP pack or one of the summer ones or something like that, but interesting to get them here. So they are included even though they're not like a big full model. But wow, this thing is incredible. So I'm going to take this off and we'll look at the base again. The same octagon kind of base here, like this, little greenery, little brown down there, and then this amazing structure that is for a plant limb, various kind, which is interesting because it's where maybe the praying mantis would kind of blend in. We get a little bit of flowers up here with some nice leaves and stuff, some bigger leaves that remind me very much of like the birds of paradise kind of. Again, feels very organic. Love the angle that it comes off at. Feels very sturdy, even though this kind of is not supported up here, which is really, really good to see. And I love different botanical stuff. We can see there's actually another ladybug right up here and then two down there. Good to get different flowers, these eggshell pieces. I love the colors that are used. So this is really great. Very easy to attach the mantis here. And this is awesome. I love this. So if we look at the front, the head on, we can look at the head. Awesome piece usages up here. These are printed pieces with some good detail around the eyes even. The use of like a gold crowbar up here for some antenna. And this can be swiveled around a little bit if need be. It's a little bit finicky because of how these crowbars are connected, but this head can be turned a little bit because it's just on one of those kind of stud with the bar coming off of it. I think the color blocking on this is dead on. These arms are amazing. They can be posed up and down like this, and they can also kind of spread out. Uses like, I think this is from a Ninjago set, but these kind of sword pieces that are molded there inside these gold pieces to really make kind of the claw, or I don't know what they're called. It is a, I don't know what they're called. Their legs or their arms here. So they have like a joint kind of up in with the shoulder area, kind of an elbow area, maybe a little wrist area, and these can all be kind of moved out and in and out, and I think they look perfect. So I love that you can kind of move these independently but also have them move together, which is great. They just frame up the face really, really nicely. I think the profile of that is perfect. I really like the front on too, and they can also be kind of twisted around just because of how all these things are connected, which is really, really good. And then besides that, we use a little clip piece for some pincers or for like a mouth area there. There's like a ratchet joint here, some upside down pieces there, which is fine to see. Maybe would have liked the upside down tile to or inverted tile to go there, but that's okay. We have this nice kind of leaf piece here for the rest of the body, and then we have the 4 other legs or appendages here. An excellent use of the minifigure like revolver accessory there for feet in a nice color. These also can be posed a lot, so these legs can be rotated here. These can be rotated here. These can move like forward and backward that way. Same with the thing up there. So there's a lot of movement for these legs to really get it positioned in a way that makes sense. Same, we can bend these and twist these in all different ways. If we look at the side, there's nice like tiling out stuff for the underside of the body, and I just think this looks terrific. And then we can attach this to these open studs right here. So I will put this back on, and then I will kind of arrange the hands and body and head, and not hands, but you know what I mean, and these legs here to kind of get this into a way that makes sense. So I'll kind of put this like that, and maybe get this one down here like that. And now like the legs can all be positioned to make contact, or essentially make contact with some parts. So on the leaf here, and on the back of the stem or the branch, on the leaf over here, and same over there. And there's a lot of movement like possibilities to really pose this. And the front legs as well can be kind of posed in a really cool way. So that is terrific to see. And all together, we have 3 amazing, in my opinion, insects here with really cool features. They're all really unique and distinct from each other. They all have a lot of posability that can make displaying them really, really fun. I think they're each great on their own. They're wonderful together. And As someone who loves the botanicals, I love the other inclusions of some of like the nature stuff. I think it was really smart to do the bases like this. I think, the inclusion of the ladybugs and the bee is really nice. They didn't have to do that. And I think this size is maybe a little bit bigger than what the original submission had, and it didn't have these display bases, and I think that was the right move, so I'm very, very happy with that. And I just think these are wonderful. This is maybe one of my favorite sets of the year so far. It was one of the ones I was most excited for, and it truly delivered in my opinion. So I had a blast building this. I think they look terrific. I'm gonna love displaying this. I really like displaying Lego sets. There's not like tons of play potential here really, or any at all, but this is one of like the best like next level displays. It feels very mature, it feels very organic. I think they did a bang up job, so this was really, really impressive. And that brings me to the value here. So this is really interesting. This is a exclusive set. It's a Lego Ideas set. This is 1,111 pieces, so 1111, and it's $80. So for the price for piece ratio, that's really great. They could make this $100 or $110, and they didn't. Even $90. I think $80 is a pretty good price for this. So we're saying maybe 25 for this, 25 for this, 25 for this, plus a little bit extra. So it's actually doesn't work out like even like that, but I think that's totally worth it. And I think combined together with some specialty stuff, maybe some part recolors, some extra prints, printed details for the eyes, just so much stuff went into this that I thought this was also a great deal. So it's not only one of my favorite sets of the year, it's up there. I have to wait till the end of the year to see what my final kind of stuff is of the ones that I've built and have taken a look at, but this is certainly up there as right now, and I think it's a total winner. I think it's great. I think in my mind, a lot of the botanical sets are kind of good value. They have good price per piece ratios because they use so many small pieces. There certainly are a lot of small pieces in this one, but there's some good sized pieces too. So like the pieces used for the kind of shell area of the thing, this horn piece, different pieces over here, these big leaf pieces. And there's like the special prints for the eyes, prints around the back for the butterfly there, the print for the bee. So I think this is really terrific. I think this is a great value set, and I'm super, super happy with it. So I'd be interested to see if other people like this set or if they got their hands on it. Please leave it in the comments below what you think about it. If you think these are true to what they're supposed to represent, if you think there's ways they could improve on this set or not, or anything else, because I really like this, and I hope Lego does more of these. I know this was an idea submission. I hope this sells so well that Lego does like another insect collection of 2 or 3 things with a similar base and just keeps going with that. And I'm excited for the birds and all different Lego stuff that's very similar to this. I think they're calling the new thing like fauna, which is like maybe plants and animals and insects and all different stuff from different parts of the world that can be immortalized in a Lego set to be displayed and admired and built and everything. And so I would love to see Lego do more of these. And if they're all up to this caliber, I think they have a real winner here. So interested to see what other people have to say. For me, this is excellent, great value, tons of fun, looks incredible, really, really good. So I love this set a lot. If you like this video, please consider clicking the thumbs up and giving it a like. And if you like the other videos on my channel, maybe consider subscribing to it so you can stay up to date on all the Lego videos I'll be doing here in the future, including botanicals, more Lego Ideas sets, and then tons of other Lego sets from all different themes, all different shapes, sizes, price points, and piece counts, all different sets from all different age ranges. So subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming Lego videos. And if you want to support this channel, you can do that right here through YouTube with memberships and supers. And I also still have the Patreon, which is patreon.com/sobricks. It's in the on the channel page and in the video description, so maybe check that out. Every little bit helps, so it is appreciated. And with all that said, thank you very much. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so thank you everybody for helping me get there. I hope you enjoy these videos as much as I enjoy making them, and maybe you enjoyed this Lego set, so please let me know. And with all that said, until next time, Thanks. Bye.